what can you say? Xantares, you said it. We both mentioned that he's the kind of player that he has that sort of play in his locker. He can just, in the blink of an eye, switch from 0 to 100 instantly. And there's very little that teams can do against that. Very little that players at even the top level can do against Xantares when he's feeling it that much. That is unbelievable. The confidence is I can't imagine what's going through his head. Because he must know if he dies. Well. Sorry?
He was dropped that rifle as well. So, like, CANLI just went, look, we need a win here. All right, big boy, here's your rifle. Go kill him. Like, that was planned. That's what the worst thing is about that. Is that's not even like it was just sort of one of those whim rounds. They had one rifle. They get click on his name, click report, and just basically tick every single one. I'm sure that there's probably abusive voice chat and griefing in there as well, because that was disgusting. I feel a bit ill, and I would definitely feel ill if I was on North Academy, because you were talking about how I sort of hate him a little bit, I'll be honest. Because if that was me, I would have just been shot in the face, probably through the door. I wouldn't have even made it to the peak. And then he could just like, not only, I think the worst thing about it is that after the first two is where I would say 95% of people will run away. And rightly so, because from there on, you're just being a bit stupid. But it didn't even matter, he just killed everyone. I am a bit angry. I'm angry for North Academy.
I don't know how you come back from that. A lot of players would tilt. You know, I remember Risk talking to us from Copenhagen Games and saying, look, a lot of these players have a disposition to tilting sometimes when things don't go their way. That's the kind of play that you could legitimately tilt from. So I understand why they're taking a little while before. You can see a couple of their players are actually just straight up AFK right now. Probably a good time to just go and chill, get outside, get some fresh air in your lungs, to try and totally mentally reset before going into overtime. Because this would be massive. Like, of course, it would be huge for Space Soldiers too. But could you imagine if North Academy actually qualified for DreamHack Winter? That'd be huge.
Yeah, no, that was, especially when you consider the run that they've had and the fact that I can't think of sort of any like top tier tournaments that this team has qualified for. Like on the other side of things, you got Space Soldier who are at the major qualifier. They've been to Cologne as well. So for them, this is like another thing on the list. But for North Academy, this would be the list.
Yeah, well, so much in terms of experience, everything else that goes alongside that. But we are live again. Here we go. Major. We've seen him play his position a few times. He's been flashed a couple. Despa's going to go down as well. If there's any tilt, it's definitely not affecting North Academy in this round. Borup with 2 entry frags with Gate. And Engine and Xantares piecing the hell out of there.
Some ridiculous level, like, auto sniper buy in the next round. I didn't see them winning it anyway, so maybe it's just for their sanity's sake, but... again, I do feel like North Academy every once in a while they should just throw in one of these faster rounds, because that's multiple times now we've seen Space Soldiers completely caught with their pants down, just players running into the site left completely blind, and it was over within the first sort of 30 seconds for North Academy. They just wiped out the B defense, and well, we saw, even though it didn't matter in terms of economy, Space Soldiers just tapped out and went over and saved their guns.
Oh, I'm saying Space Soldiers. Xantares didn't go god tier to just lose in overtime. Alright? He needs results, people.
Fence and...
Major up close once again. Last time got flashed a whole bunch of times. Gonna go for a pop flash. Just checking. Making sure no one's close. Desper again, though. Playing aggressive. Gonna jump away for the first player, and he switches to his knife. Not like this.
Worrying thing now is that the A defense has really relied on Despade to do the majority of the work. Engine is now here alone. Rotation will come in from CANLI. Flashbangs and smokes are going to start to rain upon the site. However, Engine Still just sat down here waiting. They have flashed out his position, but they don't check it straight away. He's going to be able to find an opener. However, there's quick trades on the site itself. The bomb is trapped. Cyclone has the bomb in his hands. If he goes down here, the round could be over, as now the rotation will come in from behind. The two players up towards the site are left in a horrible situation as the bomb is now dropped in middle. And this goes from a site push to a retrieval mission, as Acor is the only one left to try and save this round.
Engine doing so much work for his team, but he's going to go down. 27 seconds left. Acor already shifted across to the second player. Oh, he's going to get the sprint to Major and clutches. Space Soldiers have just let that round slip through their fingers. Engine did so much work.
That was an incredible read. Like, Major could have been absolutely anywhere on the map, and he just peeked straight over towards Long. That is superb. I never expected him to just straight check that corner, and Major probably didn't expect it either. Gets absolutely wrecked. We spoke about double AWPs. Well, didn't expect to see one here. It's actually could be Major, and well, he doesn't even get to shoot the AWP because he misses the jump into broken wall. That's not the start that he was looking for. We're about to see Major show us what he can do, the in-game leader. Maybe we still are. He's still looking to go further aggressive over towards this B site, and every single player is currently waiting around that area. Two over towards drop as well, so CANLI will have to be a little bit careful here, but he is just going to molly them off, at least buy himself a little bit more time.
Yeah, buying up the time can allow him to relocate, help the rest of his team. Good pick by Major. Mertz down and out. A key talisman has bit the dust, but so will Major. Gator's making sure that he can't escape the jaws of North Academy just yet. Out to the site, they will traverse. Two players are here. Alex and Zantares, one of which is hiding in the smoke, but it's not going to be good enough. Despa now, who made a huge mistake in the previous round, they're going to try and make amends with that AWP. He had such a good regulation performance, but it doesn't matter. North Academy, 3-0 in the first half of overtime.
And the scariest thing to consider is this is going to be North Academy with unlimited amounts of money on that CT side. The double AWP, I would be shocked if we don't see it pulled in almost straight away for this team. And that was one thing that Space Soldiers never really countered. I think once the double AWPs came in on the CT side, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they only got one round, and that was right towards the end of the half.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
It's a very, very scary moment for them, and well, the fact that the T side were just able to quell any attacks. You could see in that last round, they relied so much on Major to just hold over towards B. For me, at least, the second he died, I thought the round was over. I didn't believe in the whole Despe. Well, I sort of said the opposite, because we saw their ESEA game go to OT, and he had such a terrible game, but then played amazing in OT. So it was sort of like the fact, well, the point I was trying to make was, nothing matters about the game when you hit OT. Everything that's just happened, you've just got to forget. And we were worried about North Academy and saying, okay, are they going to be able to break back from what Zantares did to them? The fact is, the players who were playing well for Space Soldiers in regulation time, they just didn't show up in the first half of OT.
Exactly. And as I said, you know, North Academy going for a break of a few minutes, just completely chilling out, obviously did them the world of good after that Zantares crazy ace. But now, the simple fact is, if Space Soldiers make one mistake, if they don't play this flawlessly, they concede their map, and we move across to North Academy's choice of train. And it doesn't get any easier from there for Space Soldiers. There's a very real possibility that coming this far, they may not qualify for DreamHack Winter, which for me would be a massive disappointment for them.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think they're one of the favourite teams, if not the favourite team of the whole qualifier to make it through. And once they get to the final, I don't want to say it was a given, but they were definitely the team where I was going, okay, yep, this is the one that they'll probably take through. North Academy, I have in the past sort of, I enjoy casting their team. I love casting their team, but I've never seen them, at least even throughout the day, just be this consistent. Like, I've seen them ruin a team one map and then get destroyed the next, but we've seen a lot of sort of consistency throughout today, just running over teams 2-0ing. I think, did they 2-0 all the way through? I'm actually going to check. I think they have. No, Ago was the only team they actually dropped the map against, and Ago have actually been a team in sort of incredible form recently, at least online, showing that they are a force to be reckoned with. I think that like, beating the likes of Virtus Pro and like really showing that they are a team that can perform online. So the fact that North Academy have just managed to go through all of these teams, like LDLC, and get to this point, clearly they have earned it. And well, now they're one round away from taking the first map and going on to their choice of train, which, considering how deadly their double AWP setup has been, that's scary.
Oh yeah. Train is an AWPer's paradise, and especially too. I mean, it's not even unheard of to have stuff like auto snipers on that map, on CT side in particular. I don't think, as I say, I don't think it gets any easier for Space Soldiers if they concede this map. But we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, they could still bring this back. You could just have some Zantara's godly brilliance again, a couple of rounds. You could have one of these guys really stepping up to the plate. They've shown, if nothing else, Space Soldiers today, when they've gone really up against it, they are a tenacious bunch of players, and they're never out until the map's over. Like, these guys will keep fighting until the bitter end. So I'm not going to write them off just yet, but again, they make one mistake, this map is the way of North Academy.
Much information already gathered by this A site push, going aggressive over towards long. Yeah, I was hoping that was just me.
Reasonable. I guess we can assume from that, we can infer
technical difficulties.
Guess we can infer that North Academy won the map then. Thanks for changing the map early though. Brilliant.
Let's just say it was not safe for work. That's what it was. That round was just utter destruction. Either that or mistakes have been made. One of those. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, they did win the round.
It's like it's sick though, isn't it? You're trying to build up the hype. You're trying to really get into it, and then we're switching map. Excellent.
Wow.
Just so you guys know, that's nothing to do with us. That's an admin that's changed the map too early. We have no control over that, guys. Apparently it was 1915, so there you go. North Academy picked up the first map.
The most anticlimactic end to a map probably ever.
Sick. Okay, I'm kind of deflated after that, I'm not gonna lie.
Is this where we just chuck it to a break and just be like...
Yeah, I'm kind of tilted after that. I think I need to go get some fresh air. So we'll be back in a little bit, guys, for map 2, which is Train. Again, just to ease any confusion, North Academy did win the first map, and Space Soldiers will be trailing in the grand finals. If North Academy win Train, their choice, they will go through to DreamHack Winter. It is that simple. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
can't let